Can I breastfeed while pregnant? Is it safe? Will I lose my milk supply? What else do I need to know? Let's talk about that. Let's go.
Hi, Mommy. My name is Mary Cahill, and I'm a certified lactation counselor. I help mommies like you to be confident and successful in their breastfeeding journey.
You might be concerned whether or not it's safe to continue to breastfeed while you're pregnant. And generally, it is very safe. Now, if you have a high-risk pregnancy, your doctor may ask you to wean your older baby. But that's usually a high-risk pregnancy to where the mom is on bed rest, or you're asked to not even have sexual intercourse. You're just a really extremely high-risk case. Those moms are usually the ones who are asked to wean their older baby. Generally, though, it's totally safe to continue to breastfeed. Now, when you're breastfeeding, you have contractions, and your uterus is contracting whenever your nipple is stimulated by baby breastfeeding. But when that happens, the contraction is more like a Braxton Hicks contraction. It's not like a labor delivery contraction. Now, if your body was ready to deliver and you were full term, or you started some delivery contractions and then they stopped, you could breastfeed and that might get your labor going again. But in general, through your pregnancy, it's not going to be an issue. But of course, always talk to your doctor. Now, as far as milk supply, you may have heard that your milk supply may be depleted while you're pregnant. And sometimes there is a lessening of your milk supply. It usually happens around month 5 or 6, but sometimes it can happen even in early weeks. So moms will say, my milk supply has gone, and then we find out that they are pregnant. Now, it won't make your milk supply totally gone, but it can decrease it quite a bit. But for most moms, they don't see a difference or a drop. And usually if you're fully feeding baby from the breast, those babies don't notice a drop in supply. Now, you want to be sure to watch baby and be sure that you're seeing proper weight gain in your older baby and that you're seeing baby have 6 or more wet diapers, just to monitor to know that they're getting enough to eat. Now, your milk supply will change because of the hormones change in taste too. And sometimes your older baby will decide that they don't want to nurse anymore because the taste has changed. It usually becomes kind of a salty taste, and some babies don't like that, but most don't mind at all. Again, if your baby has decided they don't like it, watch for those wet diapers, watch that they're growing well. Now, we do want to be sure that you're gaining weight properly in your pregnancy. So if you're a mom who's losing weight because of your breastfeeding, your doctor may ask you to wean your older baby. Also, when you're pregnant, your nipples get a little bit more sensitive. So if it's painful to nurse your baby, then you may choose to wean baby in that case too. Some moms have a little bit of extra tenderness just in the first weeks when they're pregnant, and some breathing techniques and to focus on something else will kind of get you through that, but only you can decide how you feel about it and if you need to wean baby. Also, some moms when they're pregnant feel a little aversion to breastfeeding, feel like they don't want to be touched. And again, you have to decide if it's okay for you to continue breastfeeding. If you're wanting to wean your toddler, then I have a video on weaning, and I'll link that right here for you. If your toddler has self-weaned or you wean them, when the new baby comes along, they might be curious about breastfeeding. They might ask to breastfeed again, and that's totally up to you if you want to let them try to breastfeed again. Or you could offer baby a little bit of breast milk on a spoon just to help their curiosity. I hope all of that's helping so far. Let me know in the comments, are you pregnant or do you plan to become pregnant soon? Moms will ask me often if their older baby will be taking milk or colostrum from the new baby, and the answer is no. Your colostrum is there for an amount of time, not an amount of ounces. So it's there for the first few days of life. So your toddler's not going to be taking that away. In that first week, though, you do want to nurse newborn first at each nursing session and then your toddler, just to be sure that the baby gets enough nutrients and your body starts to make enough milk for both of the babies. But your body's amazing and it will start to make more milk. After that, you can be nursing one baby on each breast if you're comfortable, or one right after the other. Now, your older toddler isn't going to nurse quite as often as a newborn, but they may ask to nurse a little bit more often, again, because they're curious of what the new brother or sister are doing. If you decide to tandem nurse your toddler and your newborn, it may be a little overwhelming in the first few days or weeks, but it will get better. Be sure to ask for help from friends and family, and any resources you have around you, like a breastfeeding support group or a Lactation league. Also, I have a group called the Inner Circle, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. My Inner Circle group is a library of videos and PDFs for you to learn from, and you have access to a closed private Facebook group where moms ask me questions and interact with each other any time of the day. Either way, if you decide to continue to tandem nurse, or if you wean your older baby, there's no right or wrong. You have to do what's right for you. I hope this has been super helpful for you, Mommy. Thanks a lot. You got this.